So first things first, what the hell am I actually doing? I was informed that I can tear this down or not, as pleases me. But it looks like I'm starting basically from scratch. There's a bunch of, like, garbage to get rid of, so that's cool. Read the CEO's letter obviously seems like a starting point. I mean, it is on the list of things to do. Also, accept my first grant is on the list of things to do. So there's definitely things to do. Can I read the CEO's letter from here? Ah, I can. Dear Sir/Madam, congratulations on completing your basic induction. You are now a fully qualified prison architect. Ah, I am I? Soon you'll be designing, building, and running your own prison starting from nothing but an empty plot of land and a few stacks of bricks. Before you get started, I thought I might share some important lessons with you. Every prison needs a warden. He should be one of your first hires. Build him a nice office, and it'll open up a whole range of advanced facilities via the bureaucracy system. Ah, I cannot study techs without a warden. Great. Individual jail cells are expensive, especially early on when funds are very tight. Save money by starting with a single large holding cell, which can be shared between many prisoners at once. Okay. Sure. Get your kitchen and canteen up and running before the first prisoners show up, and be sure to hire some cooks. Nothing irritates a prisoner more than an empty stomach. Okay. Building a prison is an expensive undertaking, and you need to become a master of raising large volumes of money through grants and contracts. You can access these grants through the report screens. Well, I've now read the letter, so that's something. Accept your first grant. Accept your first monetary grant by opening the reports window, grants tab, and picking one of the available grants. All right. Let's look at grants. Turn an empty field into a functioning prison. Basic detention center. Holding cell, shower, yard, kitchen, canteen, 2 guards, 2 cooks. So it seems like I could pick any of these. And then... and no more than 2 grants at a time. Sure. And then each grant I pick up gives me some amount of money immediately, and then additional money for resolving the criteria on it. Great. Okay. Well, it seems like I want to start with the ones with the biggest advance payments. Well, this one's obvious. This is the play the game, basic detention center. Make sure you actually start a prison. Sure. Got it. And then administration center also seems like a no-brainer, as that is all explicitly called out in the CEO's letter for warden things. So that's good. And dig a hole and throw the prisoners in it. Well, the problem is I want my prisoners to survive. I mean, maybe that's my first mistake, is trying to keep my prisoners alive, but Alright, we got deliveries, we got garbage, we got some amount of storage. We got buttons. So many buttons. So many buttons. Oh, wow, we could buy bad walls. In addition to, you know, regular walls, there's also bad walls that are cheaper. That's cute. Decreases a prison cell's grade. Alright. So let's start with... We'll read that letter again. Seems like start with a warden and a holding cell. Kitchen and canteen. Warden, holding cell, canteen. And then also shower, yard, guards, and cooks. Seems like the best place to start. I don't know what all this stuff is. But it's all highlighted, and I don't know why it's highlighted. What screen am I on? Because I'm on the foundation screen. So this is all, like, garbage. that needs to be removed. And it looks like it's working. And yes, I have to decide what, if anything, I am doing with all of this stuff. I suspect I'm just deconstructing the whole mess, and then I have some materials that I can use for other purposes. We can also start with some quick build rooms. Like, I could quick build an office, and this can be my warden's office somewhere. Seems not super hard to do. I am eventually going to want everything contained, so I'm going to want, like, a fence or a wall around the outside. I don't know when I'm going to want that, but eventually. That's what this appears to be, Icarus. This appears to be the prison that was my first campaign, since torn down, and now I am going to rebuild on top of it. Because what better things to do with the remains of a torn down prison than build another prison on top of it? It mostly burned. Oh yeah, that's true. There was some there was some fiascos. There was some fiasco. Makes the foundation stronger. Of course it does. Of course. Yeah, naturally. What does a holding cell look like? It's got benches, toilets, and beds. Okay, sure. We are eventually going to need power. So that's a thing to keep in mind. There are many things to keep in mind. Okay. Well, I guess we just start building things, don't we? I don't need this anytime soon. Can I just, like, deconstruct? Drag deconstruct? We got plans over here. I don't remember how to do anything. How do I deconstruct stuff? There's like a bulldozer, right? Aren't I supposed to have a bulldozer thing? Could just hollow it out and use the structure for something. That's true, I could do that. That is a fair point. Okay, we don't have a lot of workmen's. We're going to need more workmen's, I think. Right now I'm positive some amount of money, and it seems reasonable to get a warden and then enough workmen's to max out my cash flow at the moment. Old Sparky is a historical landmark. Old Sparky's getting vendored, my friend. Alright, so let's start with a warden's office. This is going to be my warden's office. We're going to put it here. For no particularly good reason. And, kitchen and canteen. I'm just gonna quick build a bunch of stuff so that it gets built. And then we'll worry about anything else. Putting the warden into old Sparky room? It's a hell of a conversation piece. No. And I'm going to need, I'm still going to need fences, aren't I? Let's start with, alright, so we're going to have like a canteen here, and a kitchen immediately adjacent to it. we're gonna have the holding cell like here. Shower? A separate shower? I'm gonna want a separate shower? Not connecting my kitchen to my canteen. Connect my kitchen to my canteen. You can't stop me. I'll put in extra doors. We're gonna need some yard space, so all of this central area is gonna be yard. We'll put a fence around it. Everybody loves fences. Fence sections with grass beneath instead of dirt. That sounds prettier. I'm gonna need... call it one of the big doors here. Large jail door. Yeah. Love it. I suppose it could also have been a fence gate. All right, and then we got yard area here. Why fences? Why not moats with alligators? My friend, alligators cost money. How do I designate a space as a yard? Rooms. Yard. Perfect. Perfect. Can I quick build a shower? Just, you know, a separate, its own room shower right now? Is that how I want to do this? It's probably not how I want to do this. Alright, let's start with this. Get in there, Warden. I'm gonna hire... What good is a foreman? Allows you to gain access to janitors and gardeners. Probably gonna hire more workmans. I don't want to go too overboard. But more workmen seems more better. Alright. Go do things. Go build. Go build all the things. Alright, so they're gonna start building the things that I told them to build. Oh, I wanted to... doors, standard door, here and here. Did it build it? I don't even know if it built it. Did it build it? How do I know? The thing is, I can't cancel just the wall, because if I cancel any part of this, it cancels the entire quick build. Which is terrible. That's pretty garbage. Oh, look, I made money. Weird. Oh, I'm going to need a second office for an accountant, aren't I? Warden requires office. Yeah, I know. Soon. Soon, buddy. Soon your office will arrive. Alright, let's make time go a little faster. and see if I can't learn anything about what's going on. I have 3K cash flow in. I feel like I need... Oh. I can't actually know anything about what's going on until I have an accountant. I see. We are going to need... Hold. We're going to need power, aren't we? We're going to need a power facility. And we're gonna need water. We're gonna need all of the things. Like, okay. Let's quick build a utilities thing. I'm gonna need utilities, yes. Here, have a utilities. Build it out of the way. Where it hopefully won't cause problems. And... things are going to need all kinds of additional support, aren't they? Well, keep on keeping on, folks. Keep on doing the thing. Eventually have the whole thing built. It'll be great. Large jail door. We can just mark this as open for now. Which I think it is. It looks like it's just marked as open for now. That's acceptable. Should probably just keep on hiring workers until I can't hire workers, huh? Unless I want to leave, because I'm going to need 2 cooks, so we need to leave that open. I'm going to need 2 guards, so we need to leave 400 open for the guards and the cooks, but I don't want to hire them yet. That cost me net 70? Why did that cost me 70 instead of 100? Alright, well, whatever. If that's how it's going to be, I'm not going to turn that down. I'm into things being slightly cheaper than they say they are for no obvious reason. Cash flow reduced. No kidding. Alright, my little worker bees. Y'all got a lot of work to do. Please get started with all of that work. They did it. They made this indoors. They build the actual doors that I wanted them to build? Unclear. I don't know what... Oh, I finally ordered stuff. Huh. I should probably have an actual storage room, huh? As is, everything is being stored outdoors. Does that make much of a difference? Unclear to me whether or not that makes much of a difference. Alright, we are going to need to go through utilities. It's still, like, I'm still not exactly clear how I want power cables and stuff set up. Like, big power versus little power versus big pipes versus small pipes. Like, it's still not... That's still not super clear on how that's going to work. Or why it works in the way it does. Or whatever. It seems like as long as it goes into the room, it's probably fine. And then I might need to build it deeper into the room. What did I do? I canceled this. God damn it! I right-clicked the thing! Love is over. What was this? This was going to be the canteen? Alright, build it again. Why is right-clicking so terrible? It's the wrong habit. This is going to need to build up till here. Escape. Don't right-click. I have now purchased more stuff. That's good. Probably. Yeah, requires water. Granted. Requires entrance blocked. Does it? Is it? Is it? I don't know that it is. I guess all the stuff that was in place before when I canceled is now being moved away. And then they'll bring it back in because I built the thing again. What a UI. Mildly frustrated by the game's unwillingness to let me right-click to like, get my cursor back to normal. Too many other games with that pattern. This game doesn't follow it. Alright. Is this office? Oh, we found a Polaroid. Is that good? That's my warden? What a douche. How'd I hire this guy? This is a guy who looks like he would happily buy and sell individual people. Different learned behavior? I guess so. Requires light. Oh yeah, the warden's office requires power. That makes a fair amount of sense, actually. I don't actually know how much of that I'm gonna need. Well, they'll figure it out eventually. Probably. Hopefully. What'd I do? I built a canteen! It's actually a canteen. Huzzah! We do need to figure out water. That is presumably in progress. Yo, we did it. Okay, cool. Now let's make water happen. So things that need water include... This needs like an actual large pipe going directly to it, right? It won't just take small water because it's a sink. Shouldn't it have some kind of like indicator on it that it needs a specific interaction with water or something? Unclear. And then I can do a pipe valve. I don't know that I necessarily need a pipe valve, but, you know, people like pipes and valves. I've seen this construct in other places, so I'm going to assume it's correct.